That's so much. Alright, I'm here. Finally. If you hear a lot of scraping, that's my chair. I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, I'm here. How many people are over here right now? It's showing zero. Hi. Hi, Curse King Bros. I love the art. I love your art, dude. Oh, okay. I have an agenda to do today. It's at least drawing, well, I got a list out of which I will be drawing. So, yeah. For future vids, in order to film them, I'll have to draw them now. So, yeah. If you want to suggest something. This may or may not be my last stream. I'm saying that because tomorrow is my college. Tomorrow it's starting. And I doubt I'll have enough time to really take suggestions and draw. For a while, I may be more active on Instagram because I have to repost a lot. So, if you don't see me much on YouTube, that is because I'm actively trying to repost uh, all my videos, my drawing, my suggestions, all of that on Insta to get a fan base as well. So, hence the delay in uploads. But I'll try my best. What's up, dude? What's up, Chris? I see you're new. And it seems by the chat log that means you've been waiting for a long time. I can understand. There was some cleaning work around my area, so I did not want to, around my little drawing station, so I did not want to start then. That's why the delay. I was just explaining to them why it why I'm not so online on YouTube. I can understand. Many of my friends want to also come onto Insta, but when they want, when when they are allowed to, they will. But till then, yeah, I'll be more active on Insta. These are some hand sketches. Oh, ooh. Okay, that's a lot of people. Maybe it's glitching for me, but here's like few hand sketches I had drawn. Right now, I'm working on, as per my sensei's request of uh, working on anatomy. So I'm doing from Bridgman's Guide of constructive anatomy. That's why you will see a lot of hand drawings and then shoulder drawings, all of that. I'm just grinding for a better comic, dude. Alright. But for now, I think I'll rest from all of that. Right now, I want to do some drawings for my videos. I can even show the behind the scenes process of how I get my videos drawn. Like the small paper animations, everything. So let's get into it. This is an old 10th, what is that? Notebook I'm using. Jesus Christ. This chair is not wanting to be my friend right now. And as per pencils and pens, all of that, I don't even think it's that noteworthy. But some people do ask, like, repeatedly, like, what pens I use, what paper. Paper, it's just any scrap paper you'll find from anywhere else. Uh, Pencils, Apsara, any cheap pencil. You don't need expensive things to draw to draw good. You don't need them. Yeah, if you want to flex and make a big deal of it, go ahead. I genuinely don't care. But for me, a small simple pencil is enough, and an eraser. That's it. Inking pens, everything is like V7 with a black refill, only blue body. Any run of the mill black ball pen, and here and there I have a red color V7 for colored work, especially red color. Alright, first on the agenda is this meme. Okay. I think I'll start with. Give me some suggestions. Well, give me some suggestions, any one of you. Uh, Till then, I'll just be doodling some anatomy. Yeah, anything. Any character you want me to draw, or any person. I'm not good with realism, so do not suggest any realistic characters. I'm terrible at realism. Hello. If I'm unable to respond to your messages, just know that even here there is a bit of connection problem, so the messages get delayed. Simon Ghost Riley. Let me see that. Oh, okay, Ghost. Gotcha. Just the face or the body? I don't know which one to choose. Which outfit? I think I found a good one. Just gotta get the good proportions and then you are done. That's it. I say as the head is smaller than the body. Ah, I can cut down a bit. That's the thing I hate about 0.7 pencils. It just breaks too fast. That's why I put multiple leads inside, even though that's not recommended. Otherwise, it'll clog the system of it. It's okay, I got many more. There you go, much better. All of the drawings which I'm doing here, I may screenshot it and send it on my main channel so you can show it to everyone if you want once it's posted after the stream. That would be much better for my channel growth if you were to share to everyone. We are so close to 800 and nearly close to 1000. If I'm able to get that before, I don't know, first semester ending of college, I'll be the happiest person on earth. But then again, I don't really expect much. Because mama not to expect. I'm hoping she's wrong. I myself don't play Call of Duty nor any other games because I don't really fit into that category of gamers. I'm more of the kind that just draws into eternity, even if the world's ending. If I have my sketchbook in hand, that'll be a that'll be as well as a life partner for me. That's it. I think for the more darker shades, I'll just do with a small pencil. That's it. I don't have the patience for that. Just erase a few details. Add back a few details, that's it. I don't shade like normal cross hatching and everything. I do it like, yes, I do occasionally do hatching and cross hatching, but that's for special occasions. The main type of hatching I do right now is like a screen tone, because over here I'm too broke to afford screen tones and it sounds very difficult to use, so I'm pencil shading. You can fight me in the comments later, I don't care, but for me, I find pencil shading like this much more better than having to spend thousands of rupees on a plastic, on a sheet of dots. That's it. I can always do it digital, but I don't want to. I'm not a digital artist. Often. I am a digital artist as well, but I don't like digital. Doesn't feel authentic. Alright, done. I don't know, maybe after college, but yeah, I may be free because college doesn't officially start till 14th. This is like a trial phase. So, yeah, maybe I might be free, maybe not, but that's why I'm saying no, this may or may not be my last stream. If I'm really, really, what is it, occupied, then of course, yes, I cannot stream. But if I am having enough time, it's from 8 to 3. So I may or may not have time. Oh, I would love a collab. Right now, even I did like 2 collabs. Uh, 4 bases, 4 artists. Already one has tried to draw it, but I haven't gotten anything yet from them. If you want, you can join that. It's on my channel. Right now, I'm just resuming back to drawing a pose anatomically. Wait, hang on. Proportion check. Wow, it's below. This big, right? Now, okay, let me see this one. Yeah, now it's proportion. Now it's accurate. Hello, Rim. Yeah, whatever you're saying right now, it's getting flagged down by my uh, moderation system. Just be careful what you say there. It's held for review, it's saying. So you may or may not get kicked out if you do that. Just saying. Even I don't know what this pose is. Hang on. Might as well I draw only the top half. The lower half I'll erase. I don't like how it's posed up. We just ignore that. I wanted to draw the back muscles too, so this may be a good choice. Never mind, I drew it too dark. Forget it. I'll focus on this one for now. Yeah, it's okay. Just be careful. That's it. I personally don't mind, but the YouTube's more stricter than Insta, so yeah, be careful. My camera's tilting off. It's not good. Okay. Yeah, now I understood what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing now. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Okay, I think I'll start with one of the trends I was supposed to do. 1 minute. It's been 30 minutes since the stream started. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you one thing. Yesterday I happened to go to the store and buy some chocolates, and 1 minute. Sorry, I just wanted to show you guys something. I was going to the store, I got some chocolates, and I happened to find these on the. It's like one collectible item. Somehow managed to hit the jackpot. I even got my favorite two characters from One Piece, Sanji and Usopp. It's crazy. So yeah, that's that. I don't think it'll ever be printed over here, so that's why I got it, and it was so worth it. Every one of my friends, I flexed it to my friends. They wanted it as well. They really wanted it. I'm keeping this though. Well, you ain't having it. Okay, let's get serious. I wanted to draw. There are many trends to do. Uh, I don't know what to draw. I guess I'm the lucky one here. Uh, I think I love this trope of. Okay, I got one which I'm drawing. I love this character trope where it's like serious character, but they happen to have the dumbest accessory possible. Peter Anthony? Oh, okay. Oh my god, wait. No. Guys, I told you I'm not good at it. I'm not good at realism. No, I'm not good at realism, not at all. Sorry. I don't know how many people are there on that side, but okay. Which one? From which show? I'm unable to. I'm only seeing Peter Anthony, film director, model. Which one? Oh, this guy. Uh, which one is he again? What's his description? Yeah, but what does he look like? Oh, okay, got it. I'm not inking it. I'm just gonna draw it in pencil. Trying to get used to the 7B pencil, not 7B, 0.7 pencil, because I'll be having to use it for college tomorrow. So We were all there in the office actually. You didn't even. I actually managed to get to the college without needing the foundation course, which is to usually teach how to sketch and how to get proportions, everything right. I didn't need to get through that, which is in hindsight not the best idea, but still, because my proportions are still bad, very bad. There is a limit to being self-taught, and when you ignore that, for you everything will be right, but everyone else will see that and actually just say, haha, that's stupid. His face is not supposed to be that long. So yeah, fortunately I happen to have that one friend who's actually helping me in my bettering myself. And for reaction, they were happy. They were very happy. The guy who was supposed to take me in, for the person who we were interviewing, the interviewer, he just had to look at my portfolio and he said, yeah, you're in. Just do the final payment, whatever, and then you're in. Start from first. The happiest thing I've ever felt, the happiest I've ever felt was that. But even happier was my 10th. I myself did not know I'd get that high of percentage, 80%. That's what happens when you lock in last second. Don't take my word for it. Actually, don't take my word for it. It's I had to struggle a lot for getting that much also, so I'm glad I got that much and I'm out of 10th forever. What will oh wait, I didn't pay attention. Hang on. What will I do after graduation? I myself don't know, but most likely become a freelance artist. In short, taking commissions, yes. But I have to first start and end college in the first place. I'm very glad I didn't go for commerce or anything. I don't like commerce. It's popular to contrary, popular, contrary to popular belief. I don't like commerce. I find it's boring. And a person like me who hates math, that's even worse. My arch nemesis. My friend over here in the comment section in this chat is in commerce, so no offense. No offense, Rylan. I just find it boring. And I really did have to prove my point that art is good in some field or another, because statistically speaking, it's not a very good field. If you want to earn money, that's not a good field at all. So many people try to talk me out of it, but almost all options they provided were not at all in my capacity, so I did not want to do it. I was hell bent on art, and I should better prove myself in this art. Now that's a good quote. Oof! You're an NCRT. That's awful. I can barely handle Marathi. You're doing Sanskrit. That's awful. My Marathi is awful, but to think that you are doing Sanskrit in ninth is wow. Hats off. For 10th standard also I was unable to do Marathi. I was so shite. Sorry, but it's true. Somehow I managed to pass Marathi. That too with much better results than I thought it would be. I was 100% sure I failed in it, but that happened to be one of the highest subjects which I scored in. High scoring subject, which is says a lot when you lock in. So many of my friends were telling me to do that, and I never really listened to them. Glad I did for this once. Otherwise, I wouldn't get to even get to this point. You have AI as a subject. That's crazy. Oh no, 1 minute. Right now, I gave my phone, which I use for reference to my mom, so I'm going in blind right now. I don't know what looks like what, so I will need your help. Actually, no, wait, I'm almost done, anyways. Seems I have college on Saturdays as well. That sucks even worse. I thought it would be like normal school days where it's like the entire week is there and then Saturday, Sunday holiday. But no, that even that is a college day. That too from 8 to 1. It's only 2 hours reduced. That's it. I did not make the best use of my holidays this time. For others are very lucky. They get to have the colleges start in mid March, mid what is it, or beginning of August or end of July. But no, I just start right next tomorrow. That's just sad. Nice, nice. Even I'm planning to make another one shot, the string from the sky. That's why I'm grinding so much with anatomy, because that manga idea which I have is very anatomically challenging. Anatomically challenging. Because I have to draw a dude like climbing a rope and then trying to balance himself while climbing said rope and try to avoid things falling from the sky on top of him. So that is going to be a very challenging manga. That's why I put my ego aside and decided to actually relearn drawing. I'm glad I did. Proportions, everything. Right now it's not looking the best, but it's good. What I did was 50 heads, Asaro heads, then 100 poses. I made them easy on myself by splitting them into cores, like 14 drawings per day. So I could finish that realistically in 7 days by doing extra 2 on 1 day. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm learning Bridgman's method. It's very easy and it's actually very fluid. All other anatomy lessons which I've seen look very stiff. This one is so fluid. Perfect for what I like to draw. Like fluid action scenes and everything. If you've read The Lone Cowboy, you'd understand my anatomy was not good at all. I was still experimenting. More importantly, that was a test manga for uh, a new. I am not replicating that style. It's too uh, time consuming. Drawing each eyelid like with another thing. It's not doable for me. Not if I want to make quick panels. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you found Damien attractive in a way. But that style was torture for me. I'm someone who has absolutely bad, like horrendous line control, like line weight. It's beyond scratchy. And to redraw lines like line weight was hell for me, especially because I didn't have. I have a dip pen, but the paper which I used was blotching the ink, so I had to manually do it with a thin pen. It was torture. I did not like any second of it, and I don't think I'll attempt something like that again. But I will try to learn from my mistake and then do it better this time. If anyone has read Tatsuki Fujimoto's stories and how wacky and insane they are, the string of the sky may be for you. I don't know because it's I just thought of it one day. You can ask any of my friends how I thought of that and how quickly I thought of it, and they'd say the same thing. PT selections were there. We were supposed to sports day selections were there. We were sitting down to run, waiting for our chances to run. I just happened to blabber the story out, and now everyone can't forget that story. It's funny. It's absolutely hilarious. I think I'll make the main character of it an Indian. I just don't know what name I should give him. Because he's also dying. I don't know what name to give him though. Alright. Alright, that's that. Are yaar. I'm trying to get used to doing a new signature because yeah, look back. Even that is a very very nice manga. A one shot. Even I have seen look back only, but I've also seen other works like someone has explained it. And boy are they funny. They are genuinely the most creative works I've seen of Tatsuki Fujimoto. Okay, done. I have to also see Goodbye Airy. I'm unable to find where to read it though, so yeah. The most I know about Chainsaw Man is that and she was yeah, yeah, most like yeah. I've seen the first season. I've seen the uh, Reze arc. I've also read ahead, and no, I've read ahead the part one, but I haven't read much of part two. I've only reached the Church of Chainsaw Man, so yeah. Well, here's your drawing. Okay. Okay. I'll just yeah. I will post the final pictures on YouTube so you can see it. I'm getting. Oh my god, there's gonna be a lightning and thunder rain storm today. I will post the proper pictures of it after the stream is done. So yeah. My sensei, Ethan Sajid, it seems that he has watched over 27 or 28 romance animes. I don't know for what purpose though. I don't know why. The only romance I've really watched was. Hang on. Yeah, I haven't watched any romance animes. Not at all. Because it doesn't fit my theme. Rim Jim. Oh! That's why your name. That's why you write Rim Nova. Okay. Okay, Rim Jim. That's which language? Hindi? Or Hindi? Oh, okay. That's nice. That's actually very nice. And I like what you did with that trailer for Crystal Clear. That's a really clever way of phrasing the character's name. Crystal. Crystal Clear. Nice. As the test manga which I want to draw, that one also requires a lot of anatomy in it, especially when a dude just gets his body blown up. So I have to draw it like, yeah, everywhere I go it rains. That's actually funny because there was an incident, like not an incident, many incidents where a Marathi teacher, she would always enter the class. Before she would enter the class, it would be a bright blue sunny day, and then as soon as she enters the class, it starts to rain more worse than actual days of rain. I always did not know what to say because whenever I'd see rain, I'd be like, "Oh no, she's coming." I think by now you might know that I don't like Marathi. Despite living in an area where Marathi is like the main spoken language, so irony. Almost everything of that college actually suited my liking. One, they don't speak only Marathi. Two, they are what they have a flat, even campus. Vidyapeeth, another campus. That area is huge. Only downside is that it had a lot of slopes and steep roads. I did not like that. This one is nice. You got 85. Nice, nice. That's much better than what I had. I had 64 in Marathi. 64, and that happened to be my second highest. Not second highest. That happened to be one of the good subjects. One of the highest scoring subjects of mine. Highest is definitely science. Both science A, science B. 95, I think. I did good for locking it at the last second. Otherwise, I would have easily flunked. till date I thank God for that. W, I know. It's good job. I knew you were studious from the moment I met you. I knew you were studious. You are not like me, like dilly dally. You are more determined. For me, it's like जो होगा देखा जाएगा. So yeah. But I'm just glad I'm out of 10th. Otherwise, it would have been a real pain to stay back. Okay, I'm doing another drawing. Uh, like I said, I like this trope where it's like there's a serious character, but they have a very dumb accessory. That is so lucky. Yeah, but you have gone into what, commerce? I just went on a rant of why I don't like commerce. So you're in BCom or what? I don't know anything of commerce, economics, or anything like that. For me, from childhood, it's art. Science PCM, I have interest. Nice, very good, very good. Hey, actually, science may benefit you because you're also an artist. In science, you need to draw diagrams, so it may benefit you. Right now, I've reached page 89 of Bridgman's book of anatomy. So I guess I'm doing good. Hmm. We all have those type of cousins. I don't know which book you used for drawing from Bridgman. You said you drew 200 something pages from 3 7 page book. I am on constructive anatomy. That one is a different book. That's the same one you used. I'm on the one with the 200 because that was the one which. Okay, you know what? I'll start drawing something or the other. Okay, then that will be complete guide to anatomy book from Bridgman because the one which I'm using is constructive anatomy. That one is like a slightly smaller one, not smaller, but you understand. No, it's a different book. So we have different books to learn from. Yeah, yeah, it's that's almost exactly what I wanted to say. It's not talent, it's just pursued interest. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Because there are people who are born with the skill to draw art, to draw, but there are those who are not, but they have an interest to it. If they have an interest, that means they can do wonders. Sorry for the motivational speech. That was not called for. I'm just trying to get better with this 0.7 pencil because I do not like these pencils. But At the moment, that's the only one which I have in abundance. So that's why I'm making the most use of it. Really? Well, I'd like to hear it because I have time. True. Yeah. Remember, Ethan, about the story which I said, the string from the sky? Fire Punch's Peak. I haven't really read much of it yet, but remember the story I was telling of if you can just sum it up, that would be great. Because I think some of them are eager to know about it. Eri, not Ray. A train wreck you can basically sum it up as, but yeah. Well, you can if you practice that style at least. Now I understand why people say practice, practice, practice. Sajid is a main example of it. Where did you take admission? Azam campus. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere close to my house. That's why. Plus, Vidyapit is way too far from me. Yes, it has the benefit of being a almost the most what is that reputed schools, but it's like not for me. Especially when I can barely understand half of what the teacher is saying. That too. Yeah, I don't like that. Hmm. Okay, all the best then. I just want to travel the world. Seriously. Wait, let me see if this is accurate. Yep. Now it's accurate. There's one singular word which I never liked, especially in the old art college which I went to. Not art college, as an art school. That is finishing, because I never understood what the hell that meant. But yesterday itself, I found out the meaning of it. Take your time, basically. Make each stroke perfect, not hurried. I know every time I tried it, it never worked. Like it always flopped. That's why I gave up on it. I didn't want to do that trend. No one wanted to see that sketchbook of mine, so I just gave up. I didn't want to trouble myself with it. Besides, now I'm just doing Insta more because I want to gather following from there. So I genuinely don't care about that trend. Good for you, man. Yeah, good, good, good. Love to see that. You didn't describe of that manga though. I know I'm just sounding like a broken record, but if I were to just narrate it, it would just be boring. So let me see how you remember it nicely, because I have the entire plot written down. I think that's another good thing of mine, storytelling. Sajid, you always said that your storytelling was not the best. Like, for me, I just somehow managed to get the idea in my head. Even this rewriting of the newer story, the older story, it was like, yeah. Well, I think it's time you should, because nowadays people are liking more original mangas. I just saw, like, from the news that there was this Indian duo that was publishing a manga in Japan. They got so many followers. Seriously, like too many to count. Me and Josh are doing the same thing, but he's he has the more he has more creative rights over that. He has more creative rights over the main story. I'm just the co-creator doing the drawing part of it. So I don't have much say in the schedule also. Otherwise, I would have easily sped up production. But he is taking his own time. So I'ma just wait for him. Okay, this got complicated way too soon. I'm not drawing this now. There are so many trends I'm trying to keep up to, but I don't want to fall behind either. Well, thank you. It's because of your guidance I was able to even get this much confidence. Okay, I got it. The drawing and suggestions playlist. I am glad that I'm reposting it on Insta, because now I feel like I have a better chance, like a second chance to rectify my mistakes when reposting, because I can really trim the fat from that, because it is that's what got me all my subscribers, but it's also one of the more problematic series. Some people just used it for jokes they wanted, and some, despite getting what they want, started to crib. I hate those people. Oh no, the hand is too short. Oh no, this anatomy is wrong. Oh no, be grateful I even drew this for you. If I were a different content creator, I would have just swat you under the rug. Please have that much respect. I think that's why I'm even prospering in the first place, because you're not posting on Insta often. Otherwise, I'd get immediately overshadowed. Like, in one way, I like your drawings, Ethan, but the second thing is, I just feel your drawings the drawings are awesome. They are anatomically correct. They are professionally correct. Everything is correct. But for the amount of times you tell my drawings are stiff, I find yours even more stiff. It's not even a critique. I just feel like no matter how much the body bends, it just feels too stiff. It's not about lacking soul, it's just that, I don't know. Like you said, 8th was your prime. Not 8th. Which one was it? Ninth or 8th? I don't know. That was your prime. I agree so much on that statement. Shit. Ninth end. Because it's like, for me, the fact that not even a good artist, could tell that your drawings are a bit stiff says a lot. You understand? I know it's sounding very degrading, especially from a guy who doesn't know half the things you know, but still, it felt very stiff. I know. And I feel that Asaro head drawing, that technique of drawing that Asaro head, yes, it's good for showing the facial features, but for me, it just feels like, you know how nowadays, especially the best example I can give is One Piece. You see how almost every female character has the same face syndrome? It's like that. It feels like that, especially whenever I'm drawing with an Asaro head. It just feels like same face syndrome. I just don't know why. It For me that face looks very stiff. That's why. Yes, it's anatomically correct, but it's stiff for me. I know. Right now I'm also gonna be drawing a face, but you understand, right? For me, I do not feel comfortable drawing those Asaro heads, despite them actually being helpful. I know. Skulls are same, but the features on top are different. I'm not really caring much of the placement of the eyes because it's gonna be covered in darkness. But yeah. But yes, I do want to get better at art. Seriously. Because actually when I went to interview get interviewed with the portfolio for my art, there was this one drawing which I did. I have the portfolio here. This one drawing I had, he just the interviewer just looked at it and was like, 1 minute, where is it? He said he immediately noticed that my style was more abstract. Yeah, this one of Salvador Dali. This was a failed drawing. I didn't want this one to actually uh, be seen, but he happened to see it. The drawing I wanted him to see actually was this one, Ace Attorney, but in a more cubist style. He did not see this one. He saw this and judged it, and he saw it was good. I had to pull some story out of my rear in order to say that yeah, I like Salvador Dali. Actually, I do like him, but this was not my intention. I wanted to talk about this. So yeah, these were the two pieces I wanted him to see for Cubist. But he ended up seeing that, and I guess I'm glad that he saw that because that's what got me into college. Not even the really, really intense sketches, just the fact that I managed to draw Dali was enough for him to say, okay, you're in. Uh, oh, it's dead, never mind. How did a bug come from here? Why was it so stiff? You. Thanks. The guy in the comment section, Ethan Sajid, he does much better than me. Even for that kingdom drawing, that Shin, it was tough to do with that Asaro head. Despite doing 50, never really got the grasp of it. But I guess I can say my portraits have gotten better now because of it, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, that Miyamoto Musashi one was the peak one. For me, I felt that was peak. Yeah, but now looking back, I felt the colors were way too bland. But then again, when I saw the real one, yeah, that was more vibrant than the one you showed me. IRL, one with watercolors. That one was good, but I felt it was bland. The saturation of the colors. I think another good reason why I'm good at coloring is because of my love for movies. I always credit movies when it comes to coloring or scene choices. Yeah, the confidence should come. Only then the drawing will look good. I'm gonna redraw the eyes. I don't know why I'm gonna go on a tangent of Demon Slayer, but Netflix, my Netflix over here, they have moved the first season of Demon Slayer, but kept every other season intact. And it seems that they are going to post another season because it's saying new season coming on Monday. Like what? And I was really confused. I don't know why Netflix does that. That's funny. That's how I'm watching One Piece. Piracy. Oh, the irony. Watching a pirate anime while piracy. Yeah, yeah, Crunchyroll is doing that, and I hate that. Yeah, you told me you are on break. I guess if you are okay with it, I give you a tip, Ethan, for coloring, if you're okay with it. Well, you just go to any Google, like as in go to any website and search up movies, specifically movies which have good color grading, because if you search up and watch movies with good color grading, like, and shows with good color grading, you, of course the show is nice or movie is nice, but if you watch it again but only pay attention to the colors and how it correlates, then you will have a better way to actually draw and color. Because for me, I always noticed like very bright saturation colors make the drawing better, especially if it's like a uh, very intense moment. If it's like a sad moment, the colors should be kind of gray, muted, and etc. And mood lighting, for me, that's one of the main reasons why most of my color artworks look good, because of the mood, the mood of the scene. If it is terrifying, then I purposely make as much shadows as possible. Any recommendations? If I were to recommend, I would say Spider Noir because of its colored version, not the black and white. Black and white's also awesome. Unfortunately, I was unable to watch the black and white version. And one of my favorites for color grading is Sardar Udham Singh. It's a history movie. It's gonna be boring for those who don't like history, but it's peak when it comes for color grading. I haven't seen La La Land despite it being nominated for the best color grading, but I have seen like small glimpses of it. Any newer movie or show, you just see the color grading in that. Then you'll get a good understanding of it. Yeah, see, that's now you know ball, because color grading in that was awesome. You understand right now, because color grading also determines the ambience of a panel or a scene. Like what I'm doing here, even though there's a lack of color, if you purposely obscure the face and only leave the part which is like least expected, like the eyes, then you can create a very terrifying silhouette. And the same principle applies for black and white colors, black and white films. Because if you want to work more better with black and white, watch black and white films. But not everyone has time to watch films like a lot. That's also good if you're watching animated movies. yes, people watch animated movies for the thrill of the story and everything, but for me, I always do a dual watch system where it's like I watched the movie the first time for the fun of it, but then I watch it again, but not for the fun of it, just to see the color grading, not to really watch it for the thrill, but to study it. I rewatch it. I think that's why my colored artworks look more better than almost any of my artworks, because it transitions well into painting as well. I'm not gonna really show this much of it in the video, so I'll just keep it short. And if you watch movies also, you can also get some good inspiration for stories. For me, this version, that this project Shuttlecock, is like it's a mix of many movies storylines, outlines. There are many references to movies which are niche and some which are like blockbusters. But I wanted to advertise this manga as an Indian manga, because not many Indian mangas are there. Now there is this new one, but almost all of them are in a way related to India. But I want this one to be completely different, original. I feel that originality does do well when it comes for wider audiences. I mean, look at One Piece. No one has thought of it. But then again, I may be stupid to think of that. Yeah, it's like how you study books. Okay, that's this trend done. But plus, I also liked your manga, Ethan. The Cry Cry But Never Lie. I like the story of it. It's a very interesting premise. Then I also realized that you kind of did do a. I don't know if it's not completely plagiarized, but it's also somewhat plagiarized. It's, remember there was that one manga from in the universe of Bakuman, the one manga from Bakuman, where it's like every time they lied, it would always kill them. Yeah, your story looks like that as well. Yeah, remember? No, it whenever when I read the story, the manga, first of all, it was like 12 o'clock in the night. I don't know what I was doing, and I just happened to find your community post with the link of your manga with a sick ass cover. So I just clicked it, and then I just started reading. I couldn't stop, and I think you really outdid yourself with not only paneling and everything, but you actually took my advice and framed it horizontal, not vertical. I hate when it's framed vertical, when you have to scroll down for it. I don't like webtoons. And that buzzer beater happened to be a webtoon style framing. I did not like that for that reason. CB dear made it on a time crunch because. Oh, okay. 1 minute. What is that? CBDL. What is that? I don't know. Okay, you've lost me there completely. I'm not even gonna ask. But yeah, sorry to hear that your granddad got hospitalized. The rough drafts itself is fine. Good, good. If you are confident with your rough draft, then the final product will be better. I think that was the problem with me for the Dance of the Snow Demon. The story itself was, it was building on its own, and then I ended up leaving it at a point where it's like, I cannot do this. I don't have the technical skill to draw a siege. Unnecessarily, I pulled everyone to waiting for the siege, and then I ended up only canceling the series because I myself don't know. Uh, because I myself did not know how to draw a siege. And there's a reason why it's like very limited in manga because no one knows how to really draw a siege unless you see Kingdom. But still, I'm not on that scale and I do not have that much patience to draw armies. Oof. so it's so I had to abandon it. It's a good story, but I just did not have the. I was burnt out, first of all. Second, I was not in a good frame of mind when I realized I couldn't post on Manga Plus. My phone is janky. I don't like it. And the fact that I couldn't post on Manga Plus made it even worse. I gave up. I didn't want to draw the Dance of the Snow Demon. Plus, Daza is a very boring character. Yes, in some areas you root for him, but then you understand. It's not a very easy character to work with. This one is definitely a self insert. I'm not even gonna shy away from it because this one is tough. Let me see. You like the newer art style? I went on a you really like the newer art style? I personally I hate it. I do not like that art style which I did for the lone cowboy. That one was pure hell for me. One because I don't like to draw line art. I don't like to draw line art. One because the paper which I used was blotchy. Nice. The ink was blotching the paper. I did not like that. So I had to manually draw it by thickening the lines and everything. Not my cup of tea. Not at all my cup of tea. But I did learn a few good things from it, so I may implement it. This is one of the trends. I may post it today or tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah. So I'ma just keep that over here. Are this is why I don't like 0.7. I prefer 0.9 pencils. They don't snap so easily like a twig. I want to do something like a one drawing four styles thing. I don't know who to draw though. You know the one where it's like a cut, and then there's like different styles like realism, anime, whatever. I want to draw that. I don't know who to draw though in that style. I think I must start drawing. Nothing. Nothing much. Just a bunch of ranting. Okay, I'm bored. What do you want to draw? What do you want me to draw? I'm beyond bored. So what should I draw? There is, okay, 60% battery remaining. I was planning to draw Thorfinn, but I think I'm gonna just save it for another time. No, I am not. No, you have to be trolling. I am not doing Shin drawn by Inoue. Inoue style is great, but it's so much more realistic than normal styles. It's insane. And you know me, I absolutely suck at realism. Go ahead, I am not doing that. It's too advanced for me. You yourself said I'm a 1.4, you're a 4, and in a way, somewhere 8. Exactly. How will a 1.4 go to 8 so quickly? Now you tell me that. From one drawing. In a way, is a 9. Okay, fair enough. But you tell me, how will I draw him when I can barely even draw his main character right? That's there's a reason why the world had to nerf him. There's a reason. So you want me to draw Shin drawn by Inoue? See, no, the mods banned him from the world. So you want me to just try? Fine. I am not going to ink it. I'm going to spend that ink on something else. See, it's so difficult. It's difficult for me. I'm not good at realism. It's beyond my level. Okay, fine, I'll try. You're at fault if it really goes bad. You suggested it. I'm only gonna draw Shin, that's it. I'm not going to attempt to draw. Okay. The fact that he does this with a brush as well makes it just it's mind-boggling for me. I tried drawing with a brush for chapter 16, I think. No, chapter 9. I drew that page that I drew one particular page with a brush. Honestly, it came out right, but it was not what I wanted. It was way too time consuming. It was the page I drew before we went for picnic. So I think the reason why I like manga so much is because from childhood I've always loved to draw comics. Even if they were really dumb, stupid comics, it was still a fun, it was really enjoyable to draw comics. Then when I realized that I can do a comic style where I can actually take it and take it along with me, just do black and white, I was amazed. That's when I started to draw me and my division. That was awful. I think Ethan knows which one. That was genuinely awful. The art was worse than before. It just degraded. Instead of improving, it degraded even worse. Hmm. You may not know. Remember the one which, that one drawing where he was trying to hide his hand? Just I drew his hand like in a pocket. You met me in 8th, I remember, not 7th. Drawing his facial features is okay, but the shading, I don't know what to do. He draws blood and so well, it's unbelievable. I think that's why he's a 9.5. Seriously. And to think Slam Dunk looked. Uh, I saw Slam Dunk's earlier drawings. It looked very much like a shonen manga. Like, I mean, it is a shonen manga, but it looked very cartoony. Then it transitioned so quickly into his current style. It was, I don't know what to say. Unexpected. That's my best way of putting it. Unexpected. Yeah, see, it changed. It took a U-turn in the shading. It just went complete. It not shading. It went in a completely different direction, art-wise. I think that's when mangakas tend to find their footing, and that's why they stick with that art style in experimental chapters. So makes sense how he got that style, because that was huge improvement. While I'm over here with one ended manga, another published one shot, and I'm just stuck doing, just grinding for a manga I might not even make because of the circumstance. I think one of the main reasons why I was not doing well in any of my um grades was because of art. I'd always take art more seriously than studies. That's why, if you were to see any of my work, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, my art style is more stylized. I don't like to draw realism. Look, even here I'm struggling. Wait, I need to see this again. In no angle my drawings are realistic. Nope, I cannot think of any other time I've ever drawn realism. It was always stylized because that was my comfort zone. But as Sajid says, I need to get out of my comfort zone, and if I have to break the rules, I have to learn them first. So that's why I'm tolerating it. I don't like drawing realism. If I were to say honestly, that's my least favorite style. Not even any other style. Just realism is my enemy. But I guess I have to make do with it. I know Sajid will do better though at this drawing. It's pretty much laid out how to do for him because he's drawn more from Inoue style. I noticed that. Mine is more stylized because I always looked up to stylized artists. But if I were to ask you, then have I actually improved from 8th or have I regressed? Truth be told, I do not feel like I've done well. Yeah, that looks absolutely nothing like him. Nope, no semblance whatsoever. You. No, not at all. I wouldn't even think of it. It's not even a competition. My style in 8th standard and early years in school were very much stylized and very broken. I'm gonna redraw his face here. I can't get his face correct. And my phone's also slipping off. At least I got his hair right. That's one win I'll take. Don't listen to them, yeah. If they are doing like that, it's not at all worth listening to because they're trying to break your uh, confidence. I say, screw them. Don't do that. Don't listen to them. Who knows? They might have written that book even longer than you might have. And besides, not all stories should be uh, told in. Not all stories should be written in one day. Even now, I'm still working on my original story because, and what, it's been like 4 years also for me to really get that script in properly. So you have to understand, no, don't listen to such people. They're stupid. They do nothing but cause harm to others. Don't worry, it's in God's hand. If He wants, He will smite them. Just gotta give Him time. That's it. It's happening like that Michael Jackson situation. I can't get the nose only right. can never really match Inoue style. Can't. It's like that one level. It's like that one invisible barrier you have in video games. Go back to the playing area. You're not supposed to be here. It's exactly what's happening right now. Hmm. Think I got it. That's what I'm saying, right? So it's like, yeah, yeah. You should just turn back. That's it. Okay, wait. Let me see if that works. SRS. The lip placement was right. So just the eyebrows. That's it. One minute. I'm gonna erase his bangs over here. This one drawing is taking more longer than any of the drawings I've done on stream. Actually, something I don't like, but I gotta do. I'm not understanding what you're doing. I don't know what you're saying, dude. Okay, got it. Got it. He looks like a Frankenstein now. Like a really old age Frankenstein. Like balding from the top. I'm gonna try to finish this as fast as I can. The sketch underneath. It's terrifying. Yeah, I don't know much of Bayonetta. Honestly, I don't mean to be rude. I do not care. Okay, I got the placement wrong. Let me redraw his face properly. The black and white spinning trend, that was the hardest to draw by far. Huh? Which one? There's that 10. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely a 10. It's a good thing. It's cartoony, but yeah, I must say 10. I don't know why, out of all shots to blow up, it was that Naoya shot. I guess people really like misogynists. 'Cause that happened to surpass almost every expectation of mine. That shot was beyond stale. Seriously. I meant beyond because it was made a month ago and it's blowing up now. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's awful. Yet those are the ones which end up blowing up, not the ones which actually I took so much time in making. Bro, I don't know what to do with YouTube. I can't teach you. I'm not at all a good person when it comes to teaching things on teaching the ways of YouTube. It's like I don't know how to put it. It's purely luck based. If the millions of people around the world find your shot even interesting, they will want to subscribe or like or whatever. Yeah, I can't read people's mind. I can't I can't tell what shot they will like, what they won't like. I don't know what to do with YouTube. Maybe find someone else who is actually capable of doing that. I don't know. It's for Christ's sake. I've done this channel. I've been in this channel for 2 years, painstakingly getting subscribers, one subscriber at a time. While I see small kids, and I mean small kids, like barely 2 year or 3 year old, just using a cookie filter, just mouthing some BS, and then just getting millions of views for that. It's stupid. I hate YouTube for one of these exact reasons. It's for these reasons only I don't like YouTube. When actual content creators do things, it's not at all valued. I don't feel valued. Sorry for crashing out. I just get angry when these things happen. This is the best I'm able to do, Ethan. Of this one, I don't have the mindset to draw more of this. If I'm being honest, I've done the best I can. I'll finish it. Obviously, I can't leave it like this. But I won't be able to replicate his style. It's just much for me. This shit is too advanced for me. No, I don't think a black highlighter exists. If you're looking for a black highlighter, I think that will be a marker. Remember, Ethan, when you challenged me and Joshua to draw like a side profile face or a three-quarter face, I don't remember, and checked which one was more realistic when it comes to proportions. You saw mine and deemed it more anatomically accurate. Every time I'm about to give up on my art, like I don't want to draw more proportions, I don't want to do this, that one comment always sticks. For some reason or the other, that's the only thing that motivates me to keep going. So every time you think words don't matter, they do. They absolutely do. Right now, I don't want to hear anything. I'm just tired of drawing this one face. I even used a sorrow. I mean, it looks okay. It's mid, but it's, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Exactly. Exactly. You don't understand how many times words can kill. That there's a reason why that is said. Words can kill. But yeah, I want to do an art challenge, Ethan. You can actually follow one of the trends. Four artists, four bases. I've already drawn one. You can actually do that challenge. It's been like months since. It's not been months, but it's been days since that post had been uploaded. I've been waiting and waiting for people to take it seriously. Never got the right artists though. I don't know what you're on about. His eyes have this. For a wonder, since I don't like realism, I don't understand why I like Araki style more better. JoJo's, especially the later parts. Despite that also being realistic, for some reason it clicks with me. I mean, not really. You can see that obviously, but you understand it. That for some reason that style hits more better for me. So especially with Golden Wind's art style, the little ridges on over here. I added that a lot in the Dance of the Snow Demon. Even in that one, I used a lot of Araki style of uh, shading and everything. Not shading, no shading at all from his matches mine. But if I were to describe the Dance of the Snow Demon, it'll just be known as a train wreck. It's a very degrading term, but it's a very accurate one. I can't find any words that can describe it any better than train wreck. It was a story that was building upon itself. So without a proper goal in the end. So I had to discontinue it. That's why I think I'll be doing a better job at storytelling this time. I guess I can always do one thing which is better than you, Ethan, is storytelling. Because I guess I'm a better storyteller if you ignore the Dance of the Snow Demon. Ingle actually liked the Lone Cowboy. He wanted to read more until he realized that the main character dies, but then he compared me to Gege. I don't know why. Maybe because he also kills characters. It looks absolutely atrocious. Which art style you're talking about, Rim? Well, at least I'm glad there are people to point out my mistakes instead of just being yes men, because that actually benefit me more. Even if I do take criticism very harshly, it does benefit me when I think of it in a calm manner. I can remember those grueling days of proportion drawing, Ethan. Seriously, you gave me hell. In the early days of me trying to do proportions, it was just hell for me. Every night I couldn't sleep because of proportions. I was this close to quitting art also because of it, but somehow because you told about the 100 poses challenge, that really got my morale up. Mm, yeah, art style is more like One Piece, but also kind of not. I don't know how to put it. I wouldn't think of any big manga artists which match your style because it's more unique than normal styles which I've seen. So I don't think I can really compare you with any, to be honest. And I kind of find it really funny, Rim, the fact that you think of me more as you asked me to review one drawing of yours because you thought I was good at realism more. That just still now it makes me laugh because I myself am not a good realistic artist. You can see this right now in real time. So I just found that kind of hilarious. My art style is more stylized. I don't like to draw realism. But if it means to get better at art, I think I will start. I don't know. But all I want is I don't want my drawings to feel stiff. Not in any way. I feel that would be the worst insult to my art. That is, it's just stiff. In a storytelling way, it's more whimsical. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it like a, yeah. Storytelling style is more like One Piece with the fantastical elements, everything. But art style, it's completely unique. I have never seen a style more like yours ever. Mine, you can easily tell different styles like that because it's a mashup of many styles. with scratchy being one of them. It's not a polished drawing type. I'm done with this drawing. I'm not going to draw more. I think I'll just fix the part here. I think for Project Shuttlecock, I may make it brutal. Because brutality happens to be one of the things I specialize in. Who else to draw next? Like every time I'm about to end the stream, I feel like I should owe one more for the guys watching. So, what next? For me it's the exact same reason. During boards also, I was like, you know what would be nice? Drawing. Almost every person I knew told me not to draw. It was a bad idea. Study. Boards will be tough. I'm glad I listened to them. Otherwise, I would have really flunked them. Boards is no joke. Wait 1 minute. I'm doing it off camera because I just want to get the proportions right. I couldn't do it on camera. Acrylic markers, even I have them, but they are way too expensive to really make trash artwork with them. It's a risk because it's expensive. I can't rebuy them. I have to buy another packet if misuse it. Who else to draw? Who next to draw actually? That's funny because over here, in my case, I was the guy who accidentally broke one of my friend's fine liners. Like I snapped the tip of it because I was drawing too hard. Wait, not my friends. I only broke my own fine liner. That was a very crappy fine liner, anyways. It was not drawing only, so I snapped it like a twig. Oh, it's really testing my patience. It's a Stadler brand too. I can't do anything otherwise. It'll. Oh, come on. I think I have to keep it very short. Otherwise, I might crash out. I'm already crashing out because of this drawing. He gave me the suggestion and just up and left. I understand he was hungry. Honestly, even I am right now. But I don't want to leave the stream. Like I said, this could be my last stream. So, come on, guys. Oh, guy. What should I draw? Art block has been hitting me left, right, and center since past 2 days. Now, since I got Insta, I have other priorities to focus on. But otherwise, I was sitting and doing nothing. Waking up late, wasting my time. Yeah. Okay, fine. Fine. I've already drawn Luca from Alien Stage. No, wait, I've drawn Till from Alien Stage, but not Luca. I will do both, actually. What the hell? I don't know which drawing a suggestion video it is, but it's like it's way back, like in the green book suggestions. I remember that much. Like how there are seasons of an anime. I think if I were to make this as a series, this drawing a suggestions, I'd make it according to the books I used. The first 1 to 28, I think, no, 1 to 48 was done in a brown colored book. So I'd call it the old book suggestions. Then the second season would be like green book suggestions because I used a green book, and so on and so forth. I just finished the gray book for this month itself. You know what? This doesn't look half bad. Of course, it's awful. It's not the same, but it's actually pretty good. I like it. This was the reference, and this is my drawing. The difference is night and day, honestly. It's completely different. I'll send it to him personally. Holy guacamole, it's been 2 hours. Good. That's done with. Okay, which one you wanted me to draw again? Out of the two, which one you want me to draw? Oh wait, I said I'm doing both. Never mind. Jam. Okay. I think I can make use of the red pen over here. Yeah, for her glasses. I'll try to do it semi-realistic, but I'm not going to stick to realistic. Not in any chance. You know it's bad. You know when I'm unable to draw when I start to use the Asaro head for reference because I can't get the proportions right. I don't. I mean, I like the method of how it looks, everything. For me, it was able to even get that level of accuracy, so I ain't complaining. But yeah, I don't like it. Then you should actually. Oh wait, no. Even I had. When you're talking about I barely had sketches, yeah, it's best to erase the sketch. I just don't want to do that because my paper is thin as glass. So yeah, if I were to erase it more, it would tear instantly. So I don't. So I still leave the guidelines inside. My brother hates that part whenever he sees the drawings. Oh, where do you add the sketches? It looks awful. You're a guitar player. Keep quiet. You don't know what to do. Hmm. That is when you can add sketches. I don't know why, but I tend to have a photographic memory. Like it's something which I now only managed to coin the term. Well, someone already did before, but I never really understood that. If I really concentrated, it would just burn the image into my brain. So I don't need the phone for reference also. I can just freehand it. This one. Which one you wanted me to draw? I can still redraw it. Okay, which one? Yeah, I didn't like the sketch anyways. Which one you wanted me to draw from? Second game. What's the difference? This one? You're talking about this one or which one? Okay, got it. This one is more of my style. Still realistic, semi, but still my style. Something I'm more comfortable with. This is the third lead I've gone through. Yeah, I still have one last lead in this. I just poured all three leads into this. What remaining leads? It's very convenient that one of her eyes is hidden. I thank you for that. I have no problem with drawing the second eye, but right now, that's peak. I'm very glad that you told me which one to draw from because I was not having it with the other sketch. I saw like a small snippet of the third game style. It looked awful. I'm not even being rude, it just looked dog water. It just did not look good. Oof. Talk about watered down. I can understand. Nobody likes a watered down character. Or they were just cashing in with the uh, release of the first two games. They felt that it was obligatory to make another game, but they just didn't know what to do with it. I don't play Bayonetta, so I don't know the story. For me, it's not my kind of game. Not I don't play games much, like I said, but the only other game I've really played is Spider-Man for the PS4 and here and there Minecraft. That's it. So I'm basically a newborn when it comes for gaming. But I can understand your pain. Somewhere or the other there has to be drama, so yeah, makes sense. I feel like people getting cancelled, is that a trend or something? Because people are more interested in that, like they're watching it like a soap opera or something. Actively watching a person's career just go down the drain over something they said like what 2 million years ago. Why is that? If they're a genuinely bad person, I'd understand, but why? I could even predict that I will also maybe go through a phase like that where I get cancelled for something I just said as a joke. It's not impossible. That's one of the reasons why I did not want to do YouTube, because I just saw so many people getting cancelled, but whatever. I'm here. I'm glad I stuck though. For me, it's not about getting subscribers or anything, it's just that I want to show my art. But there are nights where I've cried knowing that I've just gotten 700, even though that's still a big number. I've always caught myself wanting more. So that's that. But I'd rather get subscribers from actual hard work and not just trendy sounds. One, because that's the right thing to do, and two, trendy sounds don't work. For me at least. That show your sketchbook trend, even that is not working. 4 times I tried, 4 times, can you believe that? And all 4 times it flopped. So I gave up, I didn't want to do more of it. Only from, I don't know, I was in 8th grade, I think, when I was just commenting on someone else's video. A small, relatively small artist. She commented back. That's when I realized I wanted to do YouTube, because I don't want to let people's comments just stay stagnant like that. Who knows if by responding to their comments you may actively be changing their life as well. You may not find that, but for them, you may not think it's a big deal, but for the other person on the receiving end, they will appreciate that. Like what I said, no, of words can change a person's mind. Like words mean a lot, like that. That's why I never really stopped or declined a suggestion, because even if it's the most outrageously stupid suggestion, for me it's like, what's the worst that can happen? You just lose a lot of ink from your pen, you lose a lot of your pencils, but at least the person is happy on that side. You never know if they are going through something. You can't always be there. So I always do the suggestions if it's stupid. If it's not in my capability to do, I don't do it. And I honestly tell them. For me, it's honesty is the best policy. Some people may like that, some people don't. I couldn't care less. Alright, now time for the red glasses. Oh, I think I'll end the stream when my battery is completely low. When it's crossed the threshold of uh, 18%, I'll stop. It's 37 right now, so yeah, I'll try to finish this as quick as possible. Don't want to take too long with this, otherwise it will, yeah. Does she always wear her specs on top of her head, or she actually wears it? Confused about that part. Even I don't want this to be my last stream, seriously. But I can only tell whether I can stream when I see my college, if I'm able to come home still energetic, then I will declare this my normal stream. Or if I'm like dead tired, I can't move a single muscle, then I guess I have to call it this a last stream, because I won't be streaming. Takes a lot of time, patience, and lot of pre-planning to do. It's not as easy. You can always just click the button and start recording, but to keep an audience engaged, you need to do a lot of pre-planning. Otherwise it will just be a boring stream. To be honest, I feel this stream is boring as well, judging by the fact that despite this being my somewhat final stream, right now on my screen it's only showing like 0 people. So yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, I'm done. This new signature is really not my cup of tea. Can't change it either. That's what I signed on the actual document, so gotta stick with it. Whew, done. Oh, the specs are way too round. It's okay. How did I do? Comparing the reference. Alright. Thank you, thank you. It's been 2 hours 43 minutes since I started. Who should I draw next? No. No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I think that's the reason why that particular comment just got put on. Yeah, got held for review. Right now, siblings can be like that. Siblings can always be snitches also. I don't blame you, even I have a little brother. Number one snitch. But I'm glad I'm the older brother. If you're studying right now, please study. If it's something that you're not very confident in, please do. That's what I tell my brother as well. Don't distract yourself, even though you're watching Peak. I just found the idea that this is kind of funny. A pink cigarette for a serious character. Good. Good to love yourself. It's important nowadays. Doodling is the best way to improve your feel, because if you do art without the need for anything, like any restrictions, that's the best way to do it. Doodling. You have Instagram? I don't have most of the things which people have. I don't even have a Discord, otherwise, I would have been with my YouTube friends. I got Insta, but yeah, I got Insta after a lot of convincing. So, yeah, Twitch and Discord is out of the option. Sometimes, yeah, that's one of the reasons. But I'm, I am clean. Lucky that I decided to make my Insta for you page more of art, less of any other BS. Because I know Insta is known for that. So I'm glad I did all art based. Okay, that's one more trend done. What? Oh, that must be painful. what are the off chances that there is no downloading space? Then what would you do? Even to download Ibis Paint, it was taking so much space for me because my phone is packed. I see. This is how I do those little animations on paper. Just draw the frames out and then film them from different cuts. But what I was saying of photographic memory is that it's very helpful because one, I can actually just copy and paste my answers because it's burned into my head. Two, for manga making, I'm able to see the finished product even before. I can just imagine the finished product even before I can start paneling. So it's a helpful device. It's a helpful tool. Okay, go ahead. I'll be ending the stream anyways after this drawing. Thank you again for joining me. Don't worry about it. I can give you a little tip though. For memorizing, no? So, okay, bye.